That's the tight end, Zach Davidson. And a swing. That's the tight end, Zach Davidson. And a swing.
All right, y'all. So today we break it down a controversial story that took place in the NFL. Shilo Sanders, son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, just got cut by the Buccaneers. So let's dive into it, man. Why it mattered and what comes next for Shilo. All right, so in the second quarter of the preseason finale against the Buffalo Bills this past weekend, what started off as pushing escalated to Shilo throwing punches, and he punched tight end Zach Davidson in the helmet, and he was immediately ejected. It's definitely common in a way, but still wild to see. Coach Todd Bowles didn't hold back at all. He called it inexcusable and doubled down on how the league won't tolerate punches being thrown. And then here we are 48 hours later, and the Buccaneers has waived Shilo Sanders as they finalize a 53-man roster. And I don't really know how to feel about that, man. I mean, my take on it is from a team perspective, the cut makes sense according to the scouts in his position in the rotation. You know, Shilo really hadn't stood out in camp or the preseason, but on the other hand, from the outside looking in, from a fan perspective, Shilo is a rookie still trying to prove himself. You know, we had plenty of vets in the league throw punches and stay on rosters, and more fans like myself believe the Bucs made an example out of him and that the NFL is targeting the Sanders family. It may sound crazy, y'all, but think about it. Shilo cut one day after throwing a punch in the preseason when other players have done way worse and stayed on teams. Shedeur, despite being a Heisman finalist, top prospect, he slipped to 5th round in the draft, and even Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson claimed the NFL told teams not to draft him early. And then most importantly, we got Deion Sanders. The teams never liked Deion in general. He was outspoken, his celebrity-like brand, and I feel like they're just projecting all this on his sons. But as far as Shilo, I just feel like he'll be fine. Some teams will sign him, and, you know, he'll probably make a practice squad or something. But if that's the case, then I feel like that's just punishment. And teams might hesitate now because they know signing a Sanders comes with spotlight, expectations, and Deion's presence. And they already don't want that, man. They don't want black athletes, you know, flaunting and being flamboyant and, you know, just living their best life. And I feel like that's what they fear with the Sanders family. But y'all let me know, man. Did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do the right thing by cutting Shilo Sanders? And y'all let me know if y'all think the NFL is targeting the Sanders family. I personally do. But y'all let me know, man. This shot from Check Ball Sports. We gone.